Welcome to the Rescheck blog, brought to you by www.rescheck.info. Today we want to talk about 5 slab insulation options for Rescheck. You can find this blog post at www.rescheck.info. Go down to the Rescheck blog, click on the 5 slab insulation options for Rescheck, and then just sit back. I'm going to read this article to you. What are the 5 different options for slab insulation in Rescheck software? We see many people who have questions about the slab insulation on a Rescheck, especially since slab insulation was made mandatory in the required climate zones last year. This means that you can no longer increase insulation in your ceiling, walls, windows, and doors to compensate for an uninsulated slab in locations where insulation is required. So everyone wants to know, what are the options I can use for insulating my slab, and which one is best if my slab is already poured and I forgot to insulate? This is how I interpret these options, moving from the upper left to the upper right. You can see that first option there. It's A plus B equals insulation depth. Second one is A equals insulation depth. So option 1, you need to include this A plus B insulation before the slab was poured. Once one piece of insulation goes vertical and a longer one horizontal, the A plus B give you your insulation depth. Option 2, this is probably your best option if someone who poured the slab before doing the Rescheck. You can take the A portion vertical and then go horizontal with the B piece equal to the depth required by the code. After inspection, you could backfill and cover. Option 3, as simple as it gets, go straight vertical as far down as you need to go. The slab shows no footer. You can add this slab insulation option after pouring the slab. Option 4, go straight down to the footer as long as your footer is deep enough. This is simple as well. This could be added after the slab is poured. Option 5, this goes inside of the slab vertically and would need to be added before the slab is poured. The insulation could also act as an expansion groove. This requires pre-planning. So, there you have it. There's 5 options straight from the Rescheck web software that you can choose from to insulate your slab if you're building a new home that requires a Rescheck in a mandatory slab insulation climate zone. If you need help sorting out the depth and orientation of your slab insulation on a project, email us PDF plans, job site address, and square footage to service@rescheck.info, and we'll get you taken care of. If you're ready to get started, you can go to the very top of the screen, click the Buy Now button. You can also find the different options here at the very bottom of the screen of the slab insulation I just spoke about. You've got option 1, option 2, option 3, option 4, and finally option 5. Thanks again for listening to the Res